Have you ever wondered why some animals seem to act against their own survival instincts? Imagine a panda that eats nothing but bamboo, or a sloth that barely moves at all. From picky eaters to dangerously slow movers, these creatures seem to live life on the edge in the most unusual ways. Today, we're diving into the strange and fascinating world of 5 animals whose behaviors or traits might make you wonder how they even survive in the wild. Let's explore their incredible and sometimes puzzling survival strategies. Let's start with the giant panda, one of the most beloved animals on Earth, yet one of the most puzzling. Although pandas are technically classified as carnivores, you wouldn't know it from their diet. Almost 99% of what they eat is bamboo, a plant that's notoriously low in nutrients and tough to digest. It seems like an odd choice for an animal their size, but pandas have adapted to survive on this limited food source. But here's the catch. Bamboo isn't exactly energy-rich, so pandas have to eat up to 40 pounds of it every single day just to meet their energy needs. This narrow diet forces them to spend most of their waking hours chewing bamboo, sometimes up to 12 hours a day. Their survival depends entirely on the availability of bamboo, and if something happens to their bamboo forests, it could spell disaster for the species. However, pandas have a unique adaptation that helps them handle this constant eating. They've evolved a pseudo-thumb, a special bone in their wrist that acts like an extra thumb, helping them grasp and manipulate bamboo more easily. It's an evolutionary quirk that makes them better suited for their bamboo feast. And here's a fascinating fact. Did you know that pandas' digestive systems are more suited to eating meat, even though they eat almost exclusively bamboo? This dietary contradiction makes them one of the most unusual herbivores in the animal kingdom. Next up, we have the koala, a creature known for its adorable face and sleepy demeanor. But behind those sleepy eyes lies an animal that depends almost entirely on one food: eucalyptus leaves. While they might seem like a convenient food source in their native Australia, eucalyptus leaves are actually a tough choice. They're low in nutrition, and on top of that, they're packed with toxins. Because their diet is so poor in nutrients, koalas have evolved to conserve energy by sleeping for up to 20 hours a day. This sluggish lifestyle is necessary because their food doesn't provide enough energy for them to stay active. And while that might work for now, relying on a single type of food puts them in a risky position. If eucalyptus forests are affected by habitat loss, wildfires, or disease, koalas face serious survival challenges. One surprising detail about koalas is that they need to detoxify the very food they eat. Their livers work overtime to process the toxins in eucalyptus leaves, making their diet more dangerous than it seems. So while they might look cute and cuddly, koalas are actually living on the edge, dependent on a food source that is both limited and toxic. And here's a fascinating fact. Koala babies, called joeys, eat their mother's pap, a special type of feces that helps them develop the bacteria needed to digest toxic eucalyptus leaves, an unusual but essential part of their growth. Now let's talk about the sloth, an animal so famously slow, it seems like it's in no hurry to do anything. Sloths are known for their incredibly sluggish lifestyle, and that's largely due to their diet. They feed primarily on leaves, which are low in nutrients and energy. This leads to an extremely slow metabolism, and as a result, they move at a snail's pace, conserving as much energy as possible. But their slow pace comes with a risk. Once a week, sloths make the dangerous journey from the treetops down to the ground to defecate. This might not seem like a big deal, but it exposes them to predators like jaguars and eagles. For a creature that moves as slowly as a sloth, this is a risky gamble they can't avoid. Interestingly, their slow movement has an unexpected benefit. Because they move so little, algae grows on their fur, giving them a greenish tint that helps them blend into their leafy surroundings. This natural camouflage provides an extra layer of protection from predators, making their slow lifestyle a hidden advantage in the wild. And here's a fascinating fact. Sloths are so slow that they often host entire ecosystems on their bodies. Algae grows on their fur, which not only provides camouflage, but also attracts moths and other small creatures that depend on the sloth's unique habitat. Next, we dive into the icy waters of the Arctic to meet the mysterious narwhal, often called the unicorn of the sea because of its long, spiral tusk. Narwhals live in one of the harshest environments on the planet, relying on deep dives in freezing waters to catch fish and squid. Their ability to dive over a mile beneath the surface in such cold conditions is remarkable, but it's also a necessity in the remote Arctic habitat they call home. However, This specialized lifestyle comes with a significant risk. Climate change is rapidly warming the Arctic, melting sea ice and altering the narwhal's environment. Narwhals are highly adapted to these cold waters, so their survival is closely tied to the stability of the Arctic ecosystem. As the ice melts and waters warm, they may struggle to adapt to the changes. One fascinating fact about narwhals is their iconic tusk, which was long thought to be useless or purely ornamental. Recent research, though, suggests it may play a sensory role, helping narwhals detect changes in their environment, such as water pressure or temperature. This unicorn might have more survival tricks than we once thought. Our final animal is the cheetah, the fastest land animal on Earth. Cheetahs are built for speed, capable of reaching up to 60 miles per hour in mere seconds. Their sleek, lightweight frame and long legs make them perfect for short bursts of speed, allowing them to chase down prey with incredible agility. But this specialization comes with a major downside. While cheetahs are built for speed, they lack the strength of other big predators like lions and hyenas. Their lightweight bodies mean they're physically weaker, making them vulnerable when it comes to defending their kills. Even after a successful hunt, cheetahs often lose their hard-earned meal to stronger predators who can simply overpower them. There's also a physical limit to the cheetah's speed. While they can accelerate rapidly, they can't maintain that pace for long. After just 20 to 30 seconds of sprinting, cheetahs begin to overheat and need to stop to cool down. This limits how far they can chase prey and leaves them exposed to other dangers if the hunt takes too long. And here's a fascinating fact. Cheetahs can accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just a few seconds, faster than most sports cars. But that same speed comes at a cost, forcing them to carefully balance their hunting strategy with their physical limits. While these animals might seem like they're working against their own survival, their behaviors are actually finely tuned for the unique niches they occupy in nature. Whether it's the panda's bamboo obsession or the cheetah's need for speed, each of these creatures has adapted in extraordinary ways to survive in their environments. But now, we want to hear from you. Which of these animals surprised you the most? Was it the sloth's slow-motion survival or the narwhal's Arctic endurance? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more fascinating wildlife content.